Happy Friday, everybody. I love Fridays. I love the weekend. So I'm in a really good mood right now. Okay, so I get asked a lot of times why I choose a wax-based foundation, because the LimeLife by Alcone, this foundation is a wax-based. So typically foundations are either silicone, oil, or water. And so wax-based is the most natural. It's very light. It's not gonna set down and like dry the way a water-based foundation would, which can kind of crack on the skin. So silicone-based foundations tend to sink into the pores, which when things sink in, it makes them appear larger and it's not very long wearing. And then water-based foundations tend to oxidize. So you guys, you've seen this where it's either happened to you or you see people in public where they have like a line here and it's a totally different color because you get color matched, your foundation matches in the store, an hour later it's oxidized and it goes like an orange or to pink and it does not match your skin at all. So this foundation does not oxidize. It's 50% pigment. So it's the highest percent of pigment on the market. And this was formulated for professional makeup artists. So another cool thing about this is it has zero flashback when you're taking photos, and that's why it's used for film and TV. So a lot of foundations have light reflecting ingredients in it. And if you pay attention and you go into your photos and look from girls' nights, you will see, like, I can see on some of my friends that do not have LimeLife, their big white cast or like white spots on their face because it just glows white because it's not the best quality foundation. So this here, it's very smooth. It's easy to apply. It's made for all skin types. It's good for oily skin. And like I said, because it's that wax base, okay, first of all, I already put midnight oil on my skin. I have been using this in the morning and I love it. I just did a video on it. I did a post. It's amazing. So you need to be priming your skin. You need to be priming your skin, whether it's you want to use an oil to prime or this. This is fantastic too. I do a little bit of both. Hi Diane. I just do a little bit of both. Like, why not, right? So this, you gotta let sit in. Oils let sit in for a few minutes. So this here, it will help tighten your pores, and your foundation goes on so much smoother. You need to use this. You need to be priming. Okay. It also keeps foundation from settling into your fine lines. So this does not settle in. It, like, how do I say this? It sets down, but it doesn't dry. It's not gonna crack and flake. And whenever somebody tries this foundation for the first time, they always say to me, wow, I can't believe it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. It feels like skin. And that's why professional makeup artists use it, because it performs and looks just like the skin. Sorry, my lighting, this is like the best I can do right now. So I'm using the number 17 brush by LimeLife, and I really like this. See how it's kind of, I've talked about this a lot too. The sponge is great. That's more medium coverage. This is more light. This also allows your natural glow to come through, and you can build it up. So if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage, so it goes on super smooth. You could also use this. This is a really dense, flat kabuki brush. This is a Sigma, the F80, and that will really pack on your foundation if you want to get like a really heavy. I don't need a heavy coverage. So you can see that it just goes on so smooth and my skin looks so glowing. Now, you don't have to set this with a powder, but I highly, highly recommend that you do, because you're gonna see the huge difference in your skin. When you set with a powder, first of all, it's gonna make your foundation last even longer. Oh, and this foundation is waterproof as well. So if you have a long day, even if you're gonna be like out in the sun sweating, this foundation is like sweat-proof, waterproof. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the powder. I'm kind of jumping all over the place. So this is LimeLife's, their HD powders, this one right here. So this was actually, Christian Dior formula. Oh, the end of that one just like fell in my lap. So these are very finely milled, and they also won't have any flashback. They're not gonna settle into their skin. So a powder can either make or break your foundation application. If you have a poor quality powder that's not very finely milled, it can really mess with your foundation. It can make your lines stand out even more and give you that cakey, cracked look. Okay, so these powders, they're very, very, very high quality. That's the shade I use. It's actually a brightening shade, but I use it all over my face. And I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up. I'm gonna actually, you know what, I should do a photo on this so you guys can really see the quality. But I stamp it in, this powder, with this flat brush. It will really pack it on. I wonder if you guys can see the difference already. So these are a velvety matte finish. They don't have like a ton of coverage, which I like because it's not cakey. It adds a little bit of color, but it's so flawless. Like, I like our translucent powder too, but nothing compares to these HD powders. Like, the formulation is just, it's new. There's a little more like research that has gone behind it. Like I said, it's a Christian Dior formula. I don't know if you guys, can you see the difference here? So what this does is it blurs all of your pores, and it just makes everything look so smooth and put together. Sometimes, the way my phone is, sometimes I don't know where to look. Like, so if I'm looking off to the side, sorry, but you can kind of tell the difference between the two. I mean, this is still great too, but you can almost see the difference of what that powder does. It's the most fantastic. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face, but wax-based foundation, you guys, is where it's at. If you have not tried this foundation, you need to use it. It is by far the best. I can't even believe the difference in my pictures and my photos, and like, I get compliments on my skin all the time. My customers, if I have any customers on here, you guys should please comment and tell everybody how much you love the foundation. Everybody who has bought this from me is like, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so light, it's so smooth. It is the best on the market, and I will never stop using it. Okay, so the last step that you would do, like that I do, to ensure an even more flawless base, if that makes sense, is I use this spray primer here. Again, you don't have to, but when you do these steps, it just makes your skin look so good. Normally I would put my bronzer and blush on. Like, this is your last step because this locks everything into place. It will make your foundation so it doesn't move, and it lasts all day. The foundation lasts pretty much all day on its own, but this is just that extra reassurance, and it just makes your skin glow too. So just a few squirts and the skin looks so flawless. So that is my reason behind why I choose a wax base and what makes it different. These are concealers here. So I have like a brightening shade and then one that matches my skin. You can choose, if you wanted to get a palette like mine, you can choose one that matches your skin, or if you love to do contours, get like a darker one and then you can do your contour with that. But this is the best for so many reasons, and there's a reason why professionals use it. This is the #1 selling professional foundation in the world. It's been around for decades. This isn't anything new. It's not created by LimeLife. LimeLife outsources to 17 different companies because they want the best of the best products that they carry, and that's how we get the best of the best. They're not just creating products that have never been tested, never been used. These are makeup artistry products. So they speak for themselves. But if you guys want to be color matched, you can let me know. If you're local to me in Winnipeg, you are more than welcome to come over. I can come to you. We can do a little makeup. You can let me practice my makeup skills on you. So anyways, it's definitely worth a shot. But like, my skin, doesn't it look so good and natural and like glowy, and it's not cakey? It's the best ever. Do they come in bundles with the foundation and concealer? This is it here. So it does save you money when you buy your foundation. You don't have the option to do a palette of foundation and 1 concealer. It's foundation and 2 concealers. So I do not remember how much this is offhand, but you do save money when you bundle things together. And that's another thing I really like, is that even these, if you bundle them together, I think you save $14. So, but yeah, Diane, I'm sure Randy can let you know the savings cost when you bundle this together. What level of coverage is this? So this is anywhere from light to heavy coverage. It just kind of depends how you apply it. So I'm a light coverage girl. So this is the number 17 by LimeLife. If you have something similar to this, now this is why it gives you light coverage, because okay, mine's very dirty, so it seems stiff, but it's a very soft, long-haired brush where this here, see how this is shorter and denser. Okay, so this is gonna be heavy. This is light to medium. I would say this is medium to heavy coverage. So you can build it up. Like right now, this is a pretty light coverage. If you wanna do tinted moisturizer, it's kind of cool because you can scrape some out of here and use like the due date. I haven't tried it with the midnight oil, but it would be the same thing. And you can just squirt a little bit with the foundation and mix it together, and it goes on like this really nice tinted moisturizer. So there's so many ways you can use this foundation. And that's what I like about it. It's not like one bottle of super heavy coverage or one bottle of sheer coverage. Like anything you want to do is in this palette, which is super awesome. You like lots of coverage? Yeah, so you would just use a different application method than I would. So this, you would dip it in and really stamp it on your face. Even the sponge, like if you have a beauty blender, this is the LimeLife one, but see how it's cut like that? It's meant to put in, twist, and dab on your face. This sponge is really good quality. I love it, love it, love it. So yeah, Jen, if you ever want to try the foundation, I'd be happy to help you out. So yeah, let me know. How long? Okay, so a palette this usually lasts me about 4 months, but you have to keep in mind that I wear my foundation almost every single day, and sometimes I'll do twice a day. Like today I went to spin class, and I always dust a little bit of foundation on my face before I go, and then I'm finished spin, so I'm gonna go have a shower, and then I'll do my face again. So this can last someone anywhere from 4 months to a year, depending how often you use it. I would say I have my customers replacing every 4 to 6 months. And I mean, this is $46. It is so affordable. A pan lasts so long. So it is awesome. So let me know if you guys have any questions. If you haven't tried it, you are missing out, you guys. It is the best ever. And I know I talk about it a lot, but I talk about it a lot because it is just one of my favorite things to talk about and to show, so to demo it. I love it so much. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.